Hello and welcome to this lesson on the Pomodoro Technique, which can be used for training the mental skills of attention and concentration. In this lesson we will see what the Pomodoro Technique is, what is the procedure to execute it, and why it helps the developer to stay focused on the task, increasing productivity. The Pomodoro Technique is a time management method developed in the 80s by a programmer, Francesco Cirillo. The name of this technique comes from the fact that Cirillo used a kitchen timer with tomato shape during his days at the college. The main objective of the technique is to maximize productivity by focusing on accomplishing specific tasks in defined time intervals. Practicing this technique naturally trains the mental skills of attention and concentration. The Pomodoro Technique procedure is simple. To carry it out, you can use a simple kitchen timer, as Cirillo did, but also the one you have on the smartphone or from websites works well. You start by choosing a task you want to focus on. It is important to identify a clear and precise task so that it can be completed in a defined period of time, which in the technique is called Pomodoro. Then you set the timer. Usually 25 minutes are used. You can start the timer and work on the activity. Here you need to fully devote yourself to the chosen task and avoid any distraction, such as phone notification or email messages, etc. It's time to focus all the attention on the task. Once the 25-minute tomato has elapsed, you write a check somewhere, even on paper, and take a break. This break will be 5 minutes if less than 4 checks have been written. Otherwise, it will be longer, usually 15 to 30 minutes. After a short break, you go back to point number 2, while after a long break, you proceed to the next step. The breaks are for stepping away from the screen, taking a short walk or just relaxing. The goal of the short break is to regenerate the mind, to face the next tomato with greater concentration, while that of long breaks marks the completion of the cycle. In fact, after the long break, you move on to the last step, in which you start the procedure again by choosing another task to complete, or continuing on the previous one if not completed. Then you set the timer again and so on. You can repeat this tomato break sequence until your work or daily goal is complete. The Pomodoro Technique is an effective tool for training the mental skills of attention and concentration in complete autonomy. Choosing specific tasks, working concentrated for defined time intervals and taking breaks helps to develop greater attention and concentration directly in daily work. In fact, the task to be chosen should be directly a work task. This way the results are maximized.